Jesus Christ, people, story comes to bump. Nick new woman Dora with ears and she beat Gungad. After Gungad got dash water in the girl face when she said the girl and Nick in a porty. We can't believe this people said the real video footage really fine when you come out in the media and them start tear down Gungad and a Gungad alone get tear down. Nick and him new woman get tear down too, so let's see what
New
one.
footage exposes everything: betrayal, regret, and a fight that shook everybody. This is not just drama, my people. This is not even just rumors. This is something that has left people shocked, heartbroken, and questioning everything they thought they knew. Because now, my people, new video footage has surfaced as you see in the previous video that I posted before this, and what it reveals is something nobody can ignore anymore: a confrontation, a fight, a moment that changed every single thing, my people. Because according to what is now being circulated, Dora, who is now known as Nick Vlog's new baby mother, and Grongad came face to face in a situation that escalated fast. And when I say fast, my people, I mean emotions went from tension to argument to a full physical altercation. And here's the part that has people talking the most. Nick was there, my people, and he was there watching. So let me ask you right now, my people, if you saw the mother of your child being attacked, would you stand there and watch or would you step in immediately? That's a question me ask on people because this moment is raising serious questions. Grongad was reportedly beaten during this confrontation and especially in front of her child, and that image alone has left the people shaking. And in the middle of all this chaos, Colaz Smith people, he was left heartbroken because the situation didn't just happen overnight. This was something that had been building for a long time, and what hurts even more, there were warnings. Let's talk about something that needs to be said, people, and me I gonna say this because me know it need to be said. Grongad is now reportedly filled with regret because she didn't listen. She didn't listen to Colaz Smith TV and his team. She didn't listen to people like myself, Common Sense, who tried to warn her about Nick, warn her about his motives, and we also warned her about what could have happened. Let me ask you honestly, my people, why do we sometimes ignore the people who are trying to protect us and only realize the truth when it is too late? Because now everything that was warned is starting to look real, and that regret, people, it is very heavy. Let's go back to where it all started from. Me I gotta take you down a trip back down to memory lane because this is where the real story begins, my people. When Nick first introduced Dora to Grongad, he didn't tell the truth. That is where all of the trick lies. He didn't say, "This is my new partner." He didn't say, "This is someone I'm building with." Instead, he said she was just a friend. This this moment to know if you just think about that for a second, people. Why would he introduce someone important as just a friend unless you're hiding something? That one decision, people, set the stage for everything that followed. Because from that moment, Nick and Dora were playing a game, and Grongad didn't even know she was a part of it, my people. Grongad believed everything was just mutual. She believed everything was honest. She also believed that there was respect for her. But behind the scene, people, me can tell you it was something else entirely. Nick and Dora continued their connection while keeping Grongad in the total dark. And it wasn't until months after Nick and Grongad had already parted ways quietly that the truth started to reveal itself. No, people, no, as far as our reach and as how far me enlighten on the brain so far, I have a question for you. Do you think this was planned from the beginning or did things just happen overnight? Because a lot of people are saying this wasn't accidental, this was calculated. Also, people, now we are going to talk about something that goes deeper than the whole relationships. We are talking about money. Nick connected Grongad's YouTube channel to his AdSense account. At the time, it may have looked like support, like he was helping her to get paid, like he was guiding her. But now, more people are asking serious questions because allegations are now circulating that he was controlling her earnings, taking money without her knowing, benefiting from her hard work. And people have to ask this question: if someone controls your money, do they control you? Because this part of the story, it changes everything. supporters came together for one reason and one reason only: to help Grongad build her life, to support her children Tarzan, Blessings, and Juna, to build a home, to create stability. But now there are claims that the donations were gambled away, spent on drinking, and misused completely. Let that sink in on our brain, people, because people gave all of that donations to Ground God and her kids out of love, and now they're questioning everything. I need you know, people, in the comment section. May I ask you to go, if you donated and found this out, would you feel betrayed or would you still support? Also, my people, right now, what is hitting the hardest is not just the situation, it is the regret. Ground God is not realizing that the people she trusted most played her people. She's realizing that the warnings she ignored were real. She's realizing that the situation she believed in was not what it seemed like, my people. And more I want to ask yourself this question: is regret one of the most painful feeling? Because you can't go back and change everything in or anything at all, Because now all ground God can do is face the truth, my people. Now, more and take a time out before we even gonna further in detail in this whole exclusive, my people, to talk to you guys, my common sense family. Now, as I say, my supporters, my real ones, because this platform is built solely for you guys, to keep you guys informed and to show you guys the truth. So I need to ask you guys, are you part of the Common Sense News family or are you just watching? Because if you are part of this family, you already know what to do. Yeah, alright, I need you guys kindly, with all love and respect, my people, to like this video, comment your thoughts, because more want to remember, say me I read every comment will come in, and more want to share the video with someone who needs to see it. And last but not least, more I want to remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications. But most importantly, whose side are you on? Drop it in the comment right now, my people. Let me know if you not support Nick and his new baby mother Dora, or you guys are supporting Grongad. Yeah, also, people, for those who want more out of this whole community over here at Common Sense News family, I go kindly emphasize that you guys join the channel's membership, because once you become a member of the Common Sense News channel, because you guys are going to get inside with exclusive stories, behind the scene details, early access to certain content from a post over here. And remember, we do member only lives, like lives where only persons who are members of the channel are gonna get to hear the exclusive story before we make it public. And let me just ask you guys, do you want surface level info or you want real inside stories? Because during lives, premieres, and videos, my people, more want to remember the super chat them, the super thanks them, the gifts, and the shares. Remember that these help keep the platform going. And right now, my goal is 10 to 15 supers during this live premiere. Can we hit that goal, my people? May I ask please help me if you hit that goal right now, because I just ask you if you drop some fire if you are support in the comment section. More and see the fire emoji them run up in the comment section, in the live chat section. Yeah, man, my people. So right now, I have a special announcement for all of my lovely supporters that this Saturday, the 28th of March, yeah, man, my people, it is not just any day. It is Common Sense's birthday, and I'll be hosting a live meet and greet plus a Q&A session. And be sure no say none of you guys don't want to miss this. Come through, my people, ask any questions and be a part of the moment. And remember, as me say, I need you to answer these questions in the comment section for me, please. Thanks, because respectfully, me go down there wait for all of those comments to read them and build a discussion with all of you guys, my lovely family members over here at Common Sense News family. So the questions are as follows: did Nick plan this from the beginning, or was Dora aware the whole time, or should Gongad have listened to the warnings she got before? And also the other questions are: is the AdSense situation the biggest betrayal of all? And most important, what would you have done differently if you were in the situation which involves Nick, Dora, his new baby mother, and Gongad? As I say, people, more details are coming. We're going to get more in detail soon. More truths are to be revealed, and trust me, you want to stay locked in, because here we don't just report people. You guys are supposed to know, so we expose the truth, we question the truth, also we bring the truth to light. Also, do you think the situation could have been avoided, or was it always going to end like this? Drop your answer down below in the comment section, my people, because as I say, I'll also slow the tone down for you guys in a bit. Also, right now, my people, as me say, people, there are many moments in life when the truth comes out, and when it does not just expose people, it exposes pain, regret, and the choices that led us there. What is happening right now is not just something to watch for entertainment, my people. This is a situation that should be make all of us stop and think for a minute. Because at the center of this story, there are real people, real emotions and real consequences, and most importantly, there are lessons to be learned. As someone who believes in God, I always try to look at situations not just with emotions, but with wisdom. The Bible teaches us that what is done in darkness will come to light, and today we are seeing the truth unfold. New video footage as on a sip on the first post I make on the channel since there has surfaced, showing a serious confrontation between Dora and the ground god. Two women connected through one man, Nick Vlog. What should have never reached this level reached a breaking point, my people. From what has been shared, the situation turned physical. It became more than words with people, and it became something painful to witness. Gongad was reportedly attacked, and what makes this even harder to accept is that this happened in front of her own child, and Nick was there, people. He was there doing nothing more than watching. This is the part that caused many people to pause and reflect deeply. Let me ask you guys something from your heart, my people. If you truly care for someone, can you stand by and watch them get beaten? This is not just about blame, and this is not about pointing fingers. This is totally about responsibility, my people. Because when we look at this situation carefully, we must understand something important. This did not begin with a fight, it began with the lack of truth. Because from the very beginning, when Dora was introduced to Ground God or into Ground God's life, as I stated before, she was not introduced honestly. She was presented as just a friend. At the time, people, Ground God accepted that, she trusted that, she believed that what she was being told was real. But now, looking back, it is clear that things were not as they seemed. Ask yourself the question, my people. How many problems in life begin simply because someone chose not to tell the truth? Because one small lie can grow into something much bigger, as you all should know, and in this case, it did. One of the deepest pains a person can feel in people is not from strangers, it is from the people they trusted the most. Gongad believed in the people around her. She gave them her trust, her time, and her space. But now she is faced with a reality that is very difficult to accept, that she may have been misled by those she trusted the most. And that realization brings a heavy kind of burden or regret. This is where the story becomes even more emotional now, people, because there were people who tried to warn her. Voices like Colaz Smith TV, his team, and even myself, Common Sense, as I said before, spoke about concerns. Not out of hate, but out of observation, out of concern, and the desire to protect her. But sometimes, when the art is involved, it becomes hard to listen, people. Let me ask you this honestly. Why do we often ignore warnings when they come from a place of truth and only understand them after the damage is already done and irreversible? Grongad is now facing this reality, and the regret she feels is something many people can relate to. Another part of this situation that cannot be ignored is the matter of finances, people. Nick connected Gonga's YouTube channel to his AdSense account, as you're supposed to know from Wapia Kilfilo from the first time we are one Gongad. And at first, people, this may have looked like say him did a try help her. It may have seemed like him a try guide her, but now people questions are being raised. There are claims that money was being controlled and possibly taken without her full awareness. And if this is true, then this is not just a personal issue. This is the matter of trust being broken on another level. Let me ask you this, people. Is it right for someone to manage your success but not be transparent about it? Because when trust is broken in finances, people, it cuts very deep, And more to remember, supporters gave from their hearts. They sent donations to help build a better life, to support Grongan and her children, Tarzan, Blessings, and Junior, and just to in order for Grongan be able to build a home and to create a stable foundation for herself and her kids. But now there are claims that some of those resources were misused, also spent on things that did not reflect the purpose they were given for. If this is true, my people, then it is not just disappointing, it is very painful. And think about this, when people give from their hearts, do we not have a responsibility to honor that trust? Believe me, people, we have to think about where people are getting their hard earning money for sense of support, for do a specific thing, and then you take the people their money and squander. The supporters them supposed to be disappointing, and at a time like this, it is easy to point fingers, it is easy to take side, but as a God-fearing person, my people, I encourage something different, something we call reflection, because none of us are perfect at the end of the day. We all make mistake, people, but the question is, do we learn from them mistake there? Do we grow from them? Or do we seek truth moving forward? Now let me speak to you now, my lovely supporters, the Common Sense News family. This platform is not just about stories as mistake as usual. It's about awareness, it's about the truth, and it is about helping people see clearly. And I appreciate every single one of you who continues to support. So let me ask you, are you here just to watch, or are you here to understand and grow with the community? If you believe in what we are doing here, my people, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, share this message with others, sorry about that, my people, and subscribe and stay connected, because your support helps this platform keep alive. Also, for those who want a deeper insight and exclusive content, consider joining the membership. It allows you to go beyond the surface and stay fully informed. You can also support our channel, people, through super chats, super thanks, and gifts during lives and premieres. Every contribution I want to send to the channel, people, right now, it go towards something positive. We are aiming for 10 to 15 supers during this live premiere, and I'm just gonna ask together if you guys could just help us to just come together and we reach that goal together, people. Because more want to know, this Saturday is a special day. As we said before earlier on in this vlog, it will be Common Sense's birthday, and there will be a live meet and greet with a Q&A session, a time to connect, to talk, and to reflect together. You all are invited, my people, and I want to remember that this whole situation teaches us something important. It teaches us that trust matters, truth matters, honesty matters, and the people we trust matters also. But we must also remember to listen, to observe, and to seek wisdom in every situation. One final question I have for you guys is, do you believe this situation could have been avoided if truth was presented from the whole beginning? Take a moment, my people. I don't want to just jump and answer me. I want to take a moment and think about that whole entire question I'm asking, and then share your thoughts below, knowing that it will be responded to by Common Sense. Common Sense will take a pass through the comment section as usual and respond to those comments and connect with his lovely supporters. Also, may I emphasize that you guys stay connected with the Common Sense News family, because you know that over here is where we do not just talk, we reflect, we learn, and we grow together. Let us continue not just to tell a story, but to truly understand what has taken place here, my people, because when we slow down and look at everything carefully, we begin to see that this situation is not only about one moment or one fight. It is about a series of choices that were made over time, choices that carried consequences. One thing we must understand in this: peace cannot live where truth is hidden. From the very beginning, when Dora was introduced as just a friend, something important was already missing: the honesty, my people. And when honesty is missing, confusion takes its place. Grongad believed that she was in a space of understanding and respect. She believed the relationship around her were clear and mutual, but now looking back, it is evident that things were not what they appeared to be. Let me just ask you, people, can any relationship truly survive when it is built on half truths? Because even a small lie, when left unchecked, grows into something much bigger. There is a certain kind of pain in the people that comes when a person realizes they have been misled. It is not loud at first, it is quiet, it sits heavy upon the heart, and that is what Gongad is now facing, my people. The realization that while she was trusting, others may have been moving differently behind the scenes. And when that truth finally becomes clear, it does not just hurt, it changes how you see everything. Remember, people, regret is one of the hardest emotions a person or a human being can carry, because it often comes after everything has already happened. Grongad is now in a place where she is reflecting deeply, people, thinking about the warnings she heard, thinking about the voices she may have overlooked, voices like Colaz Smith, TV, his team, and others who spoke with concern. Even this platform, as most of you guys supposed to know, Common Sense, shared observations that were not meant to harm, but to bring awareness. And now I ask you, people, have you ever looked back and realized that someone tried to warn you, but you did not listen at the time? It is a painful realization, but it is also a lesson. And more, let us just talk again about the financial side because this part carries serious weight, my people. When someone helps you set up your income, you naturally trust them. You believe they have your best interest at heart. So when Gongad's YouTube channel was connected to Nick's AdSense account, it may have seemed like he respected and loved and supported her. But now, questions always are going to be raised. Was everything handled fairly? Was everything transparent? Or was there something happening behind the scenes? Think about this carefully, my people, because if someone controls your earning, should there not be full honesty and accountability? Because money is not just money, people, and it presents or represents effort, time, and sacrifices. And in this case, it also represents the support of many people. Remember, say supporters gave willingly, they gave with love, they gave with hope that their contributions would help build something meaningful, a home, a better life, people, something meaningful like a future for the children who, as you're supposed to know, me I talk about Tarzan, Blessing, and Junior, Gunga, Tree, Bouncing, Boy, youth, them. And as I say, people, but when there are claims that those resources were misused, it creates disappointment. Disappointment because when people give from their heart, they trust that their giving will be respected. And let me ask you, people, is it not our duty to honor the people them that trust us and that others place in us, the trust that people place in our way? You understand? Because in all of this, we must not forget the children of people because they are one of the ones who are affected the most. Even when they say nothing, they see, they feel, and they will always remember. The moment where conflict becomes physical, especially in front of a child, it is something that leaves a lasting scar or mark. And this is why it is important for situations like this to be handled with wisdom and care and the mindset of an adult. Many people are now asking about Nick's role in all of this, which is not just in the past, but in that moment when everything escalated, when emotions were high, when Gongad was reportedly being attacked and he was there watching. Let me ask you this directly now, my common sense news family. What is the responsibility of a man in a moment like that? Yeah, that is not about judgment, I'm not talking about for judge them, people. It is about the whole reflection because leadership is not shown only in good times. It is shown in difficult moments also. And as a God-fearing person, I must say this. Situations like this reminds us why we must always seek wisdom. Because without wisdom, emotions take control. And when emotions take control, things can quickly go too far. Remember, say the Bible teaches us to be slow to anger and people, to choose peace where possible, to walk in truth, because once things reach a certain point, it becomes very difficult to take them back, more to remember that, And now, as I may say, I'm always I go just continuously to emphasize to you the common sense family, because you guys supposed to know that a man earth shall come once in a lifetime. I mean, know you guys is not really aware when it's common sense birthday, which as me say is Saturday. And me just go ask you guys undivided attention because me I call for you guys support right now, because now I turn to you again, common sense news family, because you are not just my viewers, you are thinkers, you are voices, and you are a part of this whole conversation. So I ask you again, what lessons are you taking from this situation? No, do not just watching a people. Me want to reflect, me want to engage with me in the comment section and share your thoughts. Also, if you value them real conversation people, make sure you like the video, leave a thoughtful comment, and share this message with others. Also, remember to stay subscribed for the latest because your support keep this platform strong, people. Remember, for all of those who want a deeper understanding and exclusive discussions, joining the membership is a step forward. It allows you to stay informed in a more personal and detailed way. And during the lives and premieres, you guys can support through super chat, super thanks, and also gifts. And right now, we are working towards a specific goal. We want 10 to 15 super chat or so some form of super, whether super chat, super thanks, or gifts during this live premiere, people. And we want you guys all to be a part of that goal. So right now, we want you to remember this is a kind reminder, this is a notice on the notice board for all of my lovely dieted supporters. Not even I go say no dieted because I'm not preach no diet and none of my supporters them. For all of my God fearing supporters them, we want to remember that this Saturday will be gathered for we will all be gathered for something special. A live meet and greet, a Q&A session as we said before earlier on, which is a moment to connect, a moment to ask questions and share your thoughts. It is not just about celebration, it is about the community. Remember, as we come to the end of this part, I want you to take a moment to think deeply, my people, not just about what happened, but about what it means. Because situations like this are not just stories. They are lessons about truth, about trust, and about the importance of listening, my people, and about the consequences of our choices. If you were in Gonga's position, people, one final question more ask, knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently? Want to take on time and think about it before you share your answers below. Remember, before we're gonna further, me just gonna emphasize that you stay grounded, people, stay wise, and stay connected with us over here at Common Sense News Family, where we do not just speak, we seek understanding. So people, enough love, enough respect. Once more again, it was Common Sense telling you guys to stay safe, stay blessed. Yeah, man, my people, I'm out.